had me at hello. 'Cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. So today's video, I'm going to be focusing on decluttering and organizing our garage. I hope to provide some motivation and inspiration to declutter and organize your garage or another space in your home. If you do enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as it does help my channel a lot. If you do enjoy today's video, along with other content you see here on my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. So don't forget that red subscribe button and the notification bell to miss any future videos from me. So this is some stuff I've decluttered out of our house recently, and I tend to bring everything into the garage, and it's my I'm going to deal with later pile. So now's the time to deal with it. Now some of these things are going into a pile for camping that we might take with us camping. So I'm going to leave it in that bin for now, and then once we start going camping again and stuff, I'll decide what we really want to keep and what we may get rid of. But I don't want to get rid of it too soon because I may regret it when we do go camping.
And you got me too. We can always make it through. What we do is what we do.
I'd recently gone grocery shopping and I had some things that had to go on the shelves. I had to organize like our potatoes and stuff so they looked a little more organized. And then I had some things I brought out to the garage that I was tossing or recycling and I hadn't sorted through yet. So I had to get sorted through that. But I'm very terrible at putting stuff in the garage to deal with later, and later happens months later. So I want to get this dealt with because I got tired of tripping over it, looking at it, and the clutter was bothering me.
I got you, and you got me too.
This area has been bothering me for months. So I finally decided to go through it. We had cloth bags randomly throughout the hooks. We had backpacks we were not currently using, so there's no sense in having them out here right now. I wanted to make room so that our kids' backpacks could go there when they weren't in school, or at least on the weekends. And I want to go through the shoe shelf because there was shoes and boots that no longer fit our kids. There was hats and mitts on there that have honestly probably been there for at least 6 months, which is really terrible, but that is what it is. And I wanted to be able to put all the kids' boots and our current shoes on there because there's days that it rains a lot and the kids' boots are all dirty and wet, and I want them to be able to put them on the shelf out here and not track the water and dirt into the house. So this is essentially our extra pantry. This is where we keep all our extra drinks, extra bulk items like ketchup, fish crackers, chips, extra baking powder, that sort of thing. So I just want to go through and organize the shelf a bit, get rid of any boxes that we could get rid of, and make sure everything was all together in similar categories. So it's a lot easier for me to figure out what we need to buy and what we have enough of.
I got you, and you got me too.
The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd. Feeling alive, I love being by your side, it makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away in the night. Love being right next to you.
So my son's bike doesn't currently have a spot on the hooks with all the other bikes, so it's a bit of a pain because we have to move it around the garage and it doesn't really have a spot per se, plus there's no kickstand. So what my husband's going to do is he's actually going to take some hooks and put them onto some 2x4s up on the ceiling, and then one of our 16-inch bikes, because we do have 2 of them, we're going to put it hanging up there because one of the 16-inch bikes we are not currently using. So we're going to do that, and that way my son's bike, which is the one with the red tires, can actually have a spot hanging up on the wall with the rest of the bikes, and then it's a bit out of the way.
Everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away in the night. Love being right next to you.
We also have 2 of our van seats in the garage currently. Because of everything going on with the pandemic, we have to actually get my daughter dressed for hockey in the back of the van. So we found it a lot easier to keep the 2 older kids in the 3rd row and then remove the 2 captain chairs in the 2nd row. So we had the extra space to put her equipment on in the van. This workbench has been bothering me for months. It ends up being a cluttered mess. We end up dumping everything on there to deal with later, and then my husband can never work at it because he never has space to work at it. So I thought it was fine time that we work on it. So I want to first put the batteries in this battery organizer that I did get him for Christmas from Amazon. So I want to do that because we had this big cardboard box, as you can see there, that had all our batteries in it, and I just hated the way it looked. I thought it was tacky, and I was concerned that it was going to fall apart at some point if we lift it up off the shelf and all the batteries come out the bottom. So I want to put everything into here first, and then we can actually see what we have for batteries a lot better. So that was the first thing I did. And then the other thing I want to do, which was my main focus, was he had a bunch of boxes of various screw sizes, and I got tired of them just being in the box because one time my dad was actually over here and asked if we could, I had a certain type of screw, and I had to go through and I grabbed this cardboard box and it had like a miscellaneous amount. So I decided to get some containers. I cut the labels off the little plastic things to put in the compartment with the screws so we know what size they are and what type. But I did have my husband come out here because I wanted to make sure I was organizing everything properly, putting everything in the right category, because there's some things I wasn't sure what category they belong to. And I do have some more Amazon bins that I got to organize some more of the stuff in the cardboard bins. I didn't get it completed for this video, but it is something I'm doing later on. So you guys won't see it, but trust me when I say this, but all the cardboard boxes that he has for storing things, my goal is to make it so it's very minimal and it's mostly bins or containers that he stores things in.
Slow it down, dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth the while. Crazy world, I feel like I was never heard. All I wanted was to be loved. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. You will find a way. Slow it down, dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth the while. You will make it in time. You'll make it in time. 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 Time. What makes it worth the while? You will make it in.
I felt like organizing his workbench took the longest when I did this garage organization and declutter.
If you want it, enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth the while. You will make it in time. You'll make it in time. Time. You'll make it in time. Time. What makes it worth the while? You will make it in time.
Feel like I was falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand. Standing in the shadows of what we have been. Sleeping with your back facing me. I know I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever.
We had made a pile in the middle of the garage that was recycling, garbage, or donation.
Tonight we have it all. Good when dancing is one. Good when dancing is one. Good when dancing is one.
These are the IKEA shelves that we got for our basement storage room, so stay tuned on my channel. There's a major organization and declutter of my basement storage space, and you'll also see us put together. IKEA furniture can be the simplest yet most complicated furniture to put together.
We said we'll come undone.
I am so pleased with how this turned out. So the garage now looks so clean, even though it's a garage, so it's definitely not the cleanest room in the house, but it's definitely organized. And now my husband can actually use the surface of his workbench, so that's amazing. And this shelf up here, just so you know, my husband actually designed it and made it himself, so all our Halloween decor is up there. So I'm really proud of him for that, because he's so great at creating additional storage for us. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope it provides you some motivation and inspiration to work on your garage or another storage space in your home. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did enjoy today's video, along with other content you see here on my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. So don't forget that red subscribe button and the notification bell to miss any future videos from me. And I do have my basement organization coming up here, so you're definitely going to not want to miss out on that. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks again for clicking on my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this. Let's just keep on dancing as one. You and me are moving.